So does anyone know the sexy language of the unconscious mind? Anyone done anything on the unconscious mind or anything like that? No? Yeah, you do. Yeah, okay, good. Okay. So do you know that 40% of people are visual? Write that down. 40% of people are visual. 20% are auditory and 40% are kinesthetic. So what that means is to turn your clients into advocates, you must understand their language of their unconscious mind. So when I'm building a relationship with someone, even at the pub, flirting at the original start of the relationship, I'm looking out for predicates, listening out for predicates. And a visual person will say, "Oh my God, I saw you from across the room. I love what you're wearing. I saw your beautiful face and couldn't resist those eyes." Can you hear all the visual predicates in that? Yeah? Whereas an auditory person will come up and go, "Couldn't wait to talk to you." Talk? They're talkers. Auditory people will chat, 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 and need to chat to understand, need to chat to tell, da, da, da. "Oh, I wondered what your voice would sound like. I've got to go, your voice is too screechy." But they won't actually say that. What they'll do is, imagine if a guy went up to a girl and they introduced themselves, they're really sexy. "Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you." And she went, "Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Oh, God, I was really waiting for you to come up." Okay, well, he's off. One of the best investments you can make, women, is in your voice. I don't know if anyone is a voice expert, but my voice is put at a place that's not too high and not too low. It's still authentically me, but I'm trained to sit it there so that men can listen and women can listen. So if anyone in the room has issues with their voice, like, "Hi, I'm so breathy," it's because you're such a beautiful person. They think you're amazing. Men think you're a lightweight and can't bear to listen to you any longer. And women find it a little bit insipid as well. So you don't want me standing up here going, "I'm a lightweight." All right? You also don't want me coming up here going, "So anyway, yes, I'm in my masculine energy right now, and boy, am I going to talk to you about sex and sales." That's not going to happen. So you've got to pitch it just right. So with customers, and auditory people are super duper sensitive to this. And the higher their auditory reading, the more important this is. So if you've got a beautiful voice that people can relate to, auditories will buy off you every time. If you look right, and your brochures look like it, everything looks right, the visuals can't resist you. Your kinesthetics, it's not about the looks, it's not about how it sounds, it's how it feels for them. So if they don't feel right talking to you on the phone, they'll get an intuitive, empathic reading, and they'll go, "Yeah." Just touching. So kinesthetics they invented the handshake so that they could get a cut of the jib immediately on meeting. What happens with a kinesthetic is all my data goes down into the kinesthetic, and the kinesthetic sucks up all the data, and I know straight away if I like you. Does that make sense? So kinesthetics, the higher the K, the more sensitive they are to that download. Does that make sense? So when you're massaging them, can you imagine a high kinesthetic having the wrong person touch them? They cannot enjoy that massage. They just come out going, "I don't know why, I just didn't like it." And you, if you feel that, if you're a kinesthetic and the energy's not right, you'll know too. Because often, who's an actual massage therapist? Okay, you guys are in the touch business, so you're likely to be highly kinesthetic. And the problem with you being a professional is you have to touch people that don't feel right. So that's so hard for you. But you guys above it, you're a professional, you give them all your love and nurturing, and with the right gorgeous energy that you probably have, you could probably switch the energy to a certain degree and make it good for them and you. But you get the idea idea, and anyone that loves touch, anyone that comes, oh, hi, how are you? Oh my God. You know, those people, they're called touchy-feely people. Sorry. Touchy-feely people, they can be too extreme as well. So the idea is if you are touchy-feely, the idea is to have some breadth of behaviour, to not have to, you know, mount somebody on arrival every time. And with me, my problem is when I was learning to speak, is I used to touch my body all the time. And so my teacher said, just some feedback, Katrena, you've touched your boobs about 95 times. I don't want to deal with that issue, so I don't know how many times I've done this, but I haven't actually touched them. So, you know, I'm getting better, but still you'll notice my hands are very close to touching my body. And I also love, you know, I want to touch the people. You know, it's like an electricity need. You have to touch the people. You get the idea? And so what extreme are you on? So hands up who thinks they're kind of visual. It's important. They often look good. They'll have colour on. So I would say pink, orange, green, orange. Can you see the colour in the room? You've got a higher visual reading than you would have with navy blue. You know, not a lot of colour. Sort of grey, you know, grey. Yeah, so you're kinesthetic, that's why you love my touch just then. All black here, so not highly visual. You're actually visual?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay, so yes, okay, gotcha. Alright, so hands up who thinks they're kind of highly visual or has had the test. And if you're interested, just email me and I'll send you a quick little test so you can get your reading. You'll have reading in all four, guys. Everyone is a visual, you're not blind. Everyone is auditory, but you're not deaf. And everyone is kinesthetic. It's to what degree? And if you can work that out, once you study this just for a little minute, you can pick somebody as they walk in the door. It's my party trick. Well, I didn't do very well there, but anyway. Now the read-write one is the level of detail they like. So who is highly detailed in the room? Like, give me more detail, better. What will be happening is if somebody comes in and they're not very highly detailed, what you'll watch is their eyes glaze over. Usually visuals don't like a lot of detail. A picture says 1,000 words to them. So there's you going, so then the skin of the, you know, technical terms of the skin, and then if you read this encyclopedia, it's amazing, and you really get to understand all the details of it. I just came in for a fucking facial. I mean, seriously. Stop talking to me. Just give me a facial. Alright, so careful detailed people. If you are high on the detail, for the average person, you'll have to tone it down. You think the information's fantastic, yeah. But 40% of people are visual, they just saw the brochure, they've already bought it. Just give it to me. Kinesthetics go, I don't care about all the scientific details, I just want you to touch me. And auditories, they like a little bit of detail, so they'll want to talk to you about the treatment beforehand. So that makes sense, doesn't it? Enough said, I'd love to talk about it for 2 days, but I can't.